So, as we are discussing between the type of sentences and identifying the verbs and their types. Okay, so we were on third sentence. We all felt sad at the bad news. Now here the verb is felt and it gets a complement sad. So here felt is a linking verb which gets a complement sad. Can you smell smoke? Now here we can ask the question, can you smell what? What? Smoke is the object for the verb. So here smell is a transitive verb. I have got a cold and I can't smell. So here this verb doesn't require an object, so it is a intransitive verb. That fish smells bad. Now here the verb gets the complement bad, so here smell is a linking verb. So I hope identifying the type of verb from the given sentences is clear to you. Coming to the next topic, that is direct and indirect object. Coming to the second last topic of your chapter, direct and indirect object. As you all know how to identify the object in the given sentence, when the verb require an object to complete its meaning, that is called an object transitive verb, as I told you, and with the verb which completes the meaning of sentence, that is called an object. Okay, now here we are talking about direct and indirect object. Okay, the teacher gave him a book. Now see this example. The teacher gave him a book. Now gave him what? A book. So book is the direct object. And who gets the book? Him. So him is the indirect object. Then the young man offered her a seat. The young man offered what? Seat. So seat is the direct object and her is the indirect object. So indirect object is the noun, that is the so a pronoun that gets the action done by the subject. Okay, so I hope direct and indirect object is clear to you. Coming to the auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verb is a helping verb, and the helping verbs you all know is mr, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did. Okay, will, should, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, dare, used to. All these are the model auxiliary verbs, and rest of the is, are forms of be we discussed, has, have, had, do, does, did are all auxiliary verbs, and they are also known as helping verbs. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. This is all about verbs which you need to know. Now I would like to discuss some exercise so that it will be clear to you what you have to do. Solve this exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your own. All the exercises are very simple. You can do it and then check your answers from the answer key. Okay, exercise 1 and exercise 5 you have to do in your notebooks, fair notebooks, and rest of the exercise you can do in your books because the space has been provided in the book for exercise 2, 3 and 4. But for exercise 1 and exercise 5 there is no space, so you have to do exercise 1 and exercise 5 in your fair notebooks and in a neat and clean handwriting. Okay, so let's discuss. In the first exercise you have to mark the transitive and intransitive verb, and you have to underline the object for transitive verb. Obviously if the verb is transitive, it will be definitely having the object. Okay, so first is Mr. Sharma runs a hotel. Mr. Sharma runs a hotel. Now Mr. Sharma runs what? Hotel. So here runs is the transitive verb, and what is the object here? Hotel. Okay, next is grass grows fast. Grass grows fast. Now here grows is the verb here, but what kind of verb? Intransitive. Okay, then third is she bought a green hat. She bought what? A green hat. So hat is the object here and bought is the verb, and which kind of verb it is? Transitive. Obviously when we are underlining the object, then it is a transitive verb. He carried a comb in his pocket. He carried what? A comb, so comb is the object here, so it is a transitive verb. And what is the verb here? Carried. Okay, similarly, let's take the farm seventh example. The farmer killed a snake. The farmer killed what? Snake, so it is a transitive verb. So verb is killed and snake is the object here. He runs fast. He runs fast. So runs is the intransitive verb here. So as it is intransitive verb, so there is no object in this sentence. Okay, I hope the first exercise is clear to you. In the second exercise, you have to complete the sentences by supplying suitable objects like this. You have to fill it, but do it on your own. In the third, you have to identify the direct and indirect object. See, circle the direct object and underline the indirect object. I gave my friend a book. So, book is the direct object and friend is the indirect object. Let's take fourth one. I told him the news. News is the direct object and him is the indirect object. She sent him a letter. Letter is the direct object and him is the indirect object. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next, fourth exercise, you have to underline the verb and state the type, whether it is transitive, intransitive, or incomplete verb. Okay, let's take second one. The story sounds interesting. Now, sounds is the verb here and it gets a complement interesting, so it is incomplete verb. Okay, she enjoyed her vacation. She enjoyed what? Her vacation. So here, enjoyed is the transitive verb. She seems unhappy today. Seems is the verb here, and unhappy is the complement getting expressing the verb. So here it is incomplete verb. She spoke in a high voice. Spoke is the verb here, and it does not require an object, so it is an intransitive verb. Okay, coming to the exercise 5, likewise you have to solve the other parts. I am just discussing few parts so that you may understood what you have to do. In exercise 5, you have to rewrite the following sentences by replacing the group of words in italics with the verbs in the box. The first one has been done for you. I always get out of bed at 6 o'clock. Now, get out of bed. For this group of words, we have to choose one word from the box and we have to rewrite the sentence again. So, here I always arise at 6 o'clock. Like this, you have to write. Let us destroy by fire all these old papers. Destroy by fire, we have to choose one word from the box here. What we will choose? Burn. Let us burn all these old papers. Third, his wounded leg began to lose blood. Now, lose blood is in italic group of word which is going to replace by bleed. So, his wounded leg began to bleed. Okay, like this, you have to solve exercise 5. I request you all to do all these parts on your own first and then match your answers from the PDF file. Okay? I hope today's lecture is clear to you, and with this, your chapter number 9, Verbs and Types of Verb, is completed. If any doubt is there, you are free to ask anytime. Thank you.